took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these matter. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
No, 258. Check. Know your job.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Set it up! 258!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the delay, Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
Five.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Check 99. Check 99.
X3. 218. Chop it. Shoot.
Second and 10. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, McMahon and Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. McMahon. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down. McMahon flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about it. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
With 18, 44. Coming this way, here we go.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. On the completion, this is Carey. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Haas trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Haas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to give to Jones. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Haas. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Byron Pringle with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 54 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Leo! No. Off. Now.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Packers' 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
65.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, check. 59.
Go.
To throw on second down, McMahon. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, it's Rose. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Yeah. Check.
80 weapon.
Big gas.
Ready?
On first down, Cohen. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 59.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Robinson's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
SOS. Let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm coming after you. 25.
Off play action. McMahon flush to his right. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Hey, Orbit. Come.
44's the mic.
5.
From the gun on third down. McMahon forced out to his left. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
What's tight end?
We got 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Rodgers to throw on third down. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. He can run for it, and he will. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 26, check 26.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check. Lucky. Go.
Now Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 61. Matchbox lights. Get it.
Here's Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
51.
51.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Sponge.
Look, squeeze.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Watch the pass.
Ready.
Off the play fake. McMahon going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Traquan Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll go again to Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, McMahon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, McMahon. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Come on,
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go, go.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, McMahon going up top for Miller. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
258. That's not good. 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back now at Soldier Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
General West.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Sam off. 2.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Topper! Let's go.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch twist. Shit. Out. Check. Hard. Get wide.
Get it.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williamson. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time and deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try again with Cohen, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bears, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told them wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers. You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist,